Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, did Royal Caribbean just get the jump on all the other cruise lines, or are the other cruise lines gambling that they're not going to fall behind? We all know recently Royal Caribbean has announced a celebrity cruise, 2 cruise ships sailing in the Bahamas areas, Bermuda, Bahamas, and one out of St. Martin in North America. You're going to be able to book those cruises in June and off you can go. They're also starting ships up in the Mediterranean. Carnival has announced Princess, for instance, is going to be sailing out of the UK in June as well. But they haven't announced anything for North America. In fact, they just came out recently and were saying about, how they are definitely an American company and will be sailing out of US ports, and they haven't canceled their June cruises. Now, Royal Caribbean hasn't canceled June neither, but they have other ships sailing in other locations. So at least they are going to get some shipping and some revenue going when the cruises start up. Carnival, which is the larger of the 2 companies, hasn't set up a single ship outside of US ports yet, but they continue to try and book US cruises in June. Is this a mistake? That's the thing we have to ask ourselves today. Are they going to be sticking to their guns for very much longer and saying, we're waiting for the United States, we're only going to open up in the United States? And if that's the case, they may not be sailing till September, October, November, or even next year. It all depends on a lot of cases right now. We just had Dr. Walensky, the head of the CDC, come out and basically say she's dreaming of a doom scenario, a worst case scenario coming up. She has this feeling of impending doom with the variants and with the different states that are opening up and lifting restrictions. She thinks the cases are going to skyrocket in the next few weeks, and the United States could be back to exactly where it was months ago. And so that's not great news, especially when it's the CDC that are going to be telling you whether or not you're going to be opening in the United States for cruise ships. Does that sound? I have this impending doom feeling on COVID in the United States. Does that sound like, you know what, we're going to lift restrictions in June? Does it sound anything like that's happening? So you got to ask yourself, like Norwegian is opening in other places with their cruise line, but Carnival is stuck and hasn't set up anything outside of the US so far. They may be working on it. They may be one of those cruise lines working on Cozumel. MSC is working on Cozumel. We don't know what's going on in the back rooms with Carnival Cruise Lines, but we do know that they seem to be falling behind. And if you're a shareholder in Carnival or a Carnival cruiser and you're going, what are they waiting for? Why are they not setting up a ship here or a ship there, at least on a temporary basis? Why not let us get cruising someplace? I don't know the situation. Maybe they don't want to announce that they are going to be that cruise line that requires vaccines. Royal Caribbean got a bit of backlash from that. However, I think the vast majority of people going cruising completely understand the reasoning behind vaccine-only cruises, at least to start, especially in foreign countries where they're going to be sailing out of. Like if you're sailing out of St. Martin, or you're sailing out of Nassau, the last thing you need is to have that port shut down or that country shut down because there's an outbreak on one of your ships. So they're going to do everything they can, and that includes vaccines. So I'm wondering, what is Carnival waiting for? And if they're just, well, we raised a lot of money recently, we have enough money to last us into next year, and we're going to hold our guns and we're going to stay the course and wait until we get that magical okay that we can start cruising, and maybe maybe April 21st, it's going to happen that they're going to end the emergency. It's probably not going to happen, but it would be great if it did. But if you listen to the CDC, Dr. Walensky just this week saying she has this feeling of impending doom, that doesn't sound like in 21 days they're opening up, lifting that emergency order. So it's looking less and less likely right now. So let me know what you guys think. Is Carnival Cruise Line going to fall behind by not setting up something somewhere else, even on a temporary basis? Or do you think, no, I'm glad they're sticking to their guns, and I'm glad they're thinking of only U.S. ports right now? I'm happy with that. You may be happy with that. I don't know if shareholders are too happy with that. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.